So, good evening, Fabian. Thanks for joining. Welcome to my
Appreciate it.
channel.
Thank
Can
you.
we start a small introduction from your side?
Yeah, my name is Fabian Omoke. Kenyan, currently based in Hungary, and computer science engineering degree. Currently data engineer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
So, you're currently in Hungary. Hungary.
yeah, yeah.
Wow,
Budapest. Yes.
that's nice. So, what are you doing there?
Um, right now I'm working as a data engineer at ExxonMobil.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Data engineering is a hot field today.
yeah.
A
It's
lot of
a hot field.
a
Yeah,
lot of
it
us
is.
want to join data engineering, but are still blank about how to start. How did you
Uh
get
huh.
in? How did you start, and how should one start?
Uh, I'd say around in my second year of university, I think it just hit me that I'm doing this course, yes, computer science engineering, and my coursework is not going to get me a job. Having skills will be a good thing. So I actually met you when I just started. I joined the AWS meeting where we met and
Okay.
then created the group. And that was about the time I was really fired up to learn data science because they described it as the sexiest job of the
Mhm.
21st century. I wanted to be in that demographic too. So I started teaching myself data science. We took the Stanford videos with you as well around that time. And then I landed an internship as a data science intern. That's when I really learned a lot about everything. And through that experience, I was able to get this job. Yeah.
Oh, wow. So, what kind of a work do you have as a data scientist? Like, how is your day? How do you start?
Uh, you wake up in the morning, you brush your teeth, but,
I
but
mean,
then, but then it's when you get to work. Usually you collect. Like I'll give a case. Let's say my internship. Uh, it was I was working in a biotech company where they're trying to develop it's a startup. They're trying to develop an autonomous aquaculture system, a modular one that you can operate autonomously. Yeah,
oh,
so we need to collect data of the mm, the oxygen feeding schedules of the zooplankton, the fish, and also collect data about the algae growth. So we use so how do I say this? So there's the electromagnetic spectrum, and so we use UV absorbance data. We also use, how is it called, turbidity, which is the measure of the cloudiness or murkiness of water, and we track that over time, and that data is used to inform if the algae culture is growing, and the numbers the numbers of the if the numbers of the zooplankton are also growing. So with that you can see how the system works. I hope I did my best to explain how it
okay,
entails. So you get the data and then analyze it, visualize it to see if growth is happening and what's the physiological status of the algae. So a day of a data scientist is mostly you get data, you clean the data, and then you explore the data to find out valuable insights. And to find those insights, you need to visualize it. Yeah.
okay. So, visualizing means using some of the tools like Matplotlib or
Yeah. Matplotlib, and there's a new library for Python. It's called Plotly.
yeah,
It's really good. Has You can make really nice interactive plots with it.
okay.
Yeah.
So, it is a manual process. You have the data somewhere. You try to make plots. and
Yeah,
see if there is a trend somewhere.
yeah. So that's what I was doing as a data science intern. That's what I can say is a
Okay,
typical day of a data scientist. Yeah.
okay. And what do you do when you find some pattern?
So when you find some patterns, like for example, we had a part where the rate of the turbidity of the algae culture that we were observing was still going so high when it's expected to go down. And then you could see from the graph that is going so high, and that's not expected. So that was a finding, and an actual really good finding, because we realized that after some time, the organic deposits in the culture can cause it can contaminate the whole thing, and that contamination leads to discoloration, which leads to more murkiness of the culture, so which kills the actual algae, and it becomes toxic to the zooplankton that are being fed. So it was a really good finding, but we could see that from a graph, but it has real implications in
Okay,
real life. Yeah.
okay. So you get some data from the customer and you
Mhm.
clean it up and you try to find some trends by visualizing it, and then you provide some conclusion.
Yes, yes. You
Wow.
collect data, refine it, because sometimes data is messy. So you have to refine it so that it can actually help you. Garbage in, garbage out. So if you have good data, you'll get good results. Yeah.
Okay. And what are the kind of tools you use for cleaning data?
Um, so far I haven't used any tools to clean the data. Honestly, I've just been cleaning the data manually, just deleting the null values on
Okay.
pandas and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. I'm told that there are a lot of tools that you need to learn if you want to get into data science.
Yes, there are
So
loads
where do
of
we learn?
tools.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So where
there are
should we
loads of
learn these
tools.
tools?
Uh, on YouTube, I used YouTube mostly, and I used Coursera. Now I'm using
Okay.
Pluralsight most of the time, and I'd say there are so many tools, but you really need to get good at one and go
Okay.
with it, so that, and once you start applying it and get good at it, you can move to the other tools. I made this mistake. I wanted to learn everything, but I realized you just need to get good at one, get get really good at it, and then move on to the other things. Yeah. So there is
Okay.
you need to learn Python, of course. It's not a tool, but it's important. Then you need
Mhm.
to learn its various data science libraries or machine learning libraries. Then you need to identify what you really want to do in data science. If you want to be a data engineer, if you want to be a data scientist, which I think takes time to be a proper data scientist. And yeah, you can maybe go to machine learning, computer vision, natural language processing after you get good at the basics. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you have been doing this job for last 2 years.
Yeah, that's my roommates.
Okay.
Yeah. So flatmate, sorry. So I've been doing this for 1.5 year
1.5
max.
years.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is your plan? You want to continue this job or you want to get into some kind of a startup on your own, some products of your own?
In the long run, I hope I can do this, but at the moment, I'm really taking the job seriously to learn and really improve my skills. And I want to take this 2 year period at this company to really get good at data engineering, improve my skills, get to learn the tools, the workflow, the company culture, and everything, so that in the long run, maybe I can delve into something of my own. Um,
Cool. And how long have you been in Hungary?
I've been here for 4 years.
4 years now.
Yeah, 4 years.
Yes. Cool. So you
I
want?
was here for university. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So you plan to stick around, or
Yeah, I plan to stick around. I mean, if the place is treating you nice, you stick around. So, so um I plan to stick around because I really wanted to do data science, something in data science, and I've got that opportunity now. So I'm
okay,
trying to do my best to learn and enjoy the place. I also have a project. It's freshbreathafrica.com. You can check it out.
okay,
It's in the long run, I want to find a proper fusion of AI and art,
okay,
and that's something that I'm constantly thinking how I can, in the long run, fuse tech and art because I have a passion for art, especially in the African space, and that's the concept around Fresh Breath Africa. Yeah,
okay. I can see its website. See the website here, Fresh Breath, Futuristic African Art.
yeah, yeah. That's
Nice.
the
I'll check
concept.
this out.
Yeah. So
What
so
is it
far we are
about? It's
so far I'd say it's a space for aspiring African artists of
oh,
the,
okay,
of the future. So for now, we are just doing articles of previous icons in the African culture. But in the long run, we see it as a platform where artists can collaborate, young artists can meet each other, and the concept is still being cooked. When it's full, I'll let you know, and we can talk about it.
okay.
Yeah,
Oh, so you've kind of a social media around it.
yeah, yeah. We have Instagram. We have an Instagram page as well.
Okay,
So trying to grow that as well. Yeah.
cool. So you have some target for it, 1 or 2 years, or as it
Yes,
goes.
I have a target for it, and I plan to grow the account,
Okay.
do collaborations, and I love what you're doing. This is what I want to do also. I want to start
Oh,
doing live streams on the Instagram, talk to actual artists, invite them over, grow the platform, grow the community, grow the website as well, and
oh,
yeah, grow engagement. Yeah,
nice. You have some Google ads on this. That's cool.
it's yeah, but no, it's not really making so much
Oh,
money yet.
that will
Yeah,
come.
yeah, it takes time. Yeah, that's
Yes,
what I've learned.
that's good. So, how would you advise somebody who is passing out of college or studying in college? What should they
Hmm.
do for a good future? Like,
I'd say after school, spend time to grow your skills. That's the most important thing. After
okay,
school, I wouldn't say I was the best in class, but after school I spent my time and showed the enthusiasm, and I had the urge to learn. I wanted to get into data science, so I spent most of my free time learning, connecting with people, and that's how I actually met you and other people who have helped me throughout that. And what I realized when I was working as an intern, which I think most people should know, is that they don't want you to know everything. They don't expect that you're an expert, and that's something we are used to doing exams. You want to pass your exam, you want to be the best, but when you get to a job, especially as an intern, it's an opportunity to come in, see areas that you're interested in, and learn how to help. They want to see that you're ready to learn by creating value. So just be interested. That interest enough gets you in the door. Yeah.
okay. And there's another question that many graduates and college students have is, and there's
Hmm.
such a wide variety of domains today. Computer science, you have blockchain, you have security, you have data science, you have
Yeah.
hundreds of them.
Yeah.
How should one choose?
It depends on your interest, right? Um, don't go for the sexiest job, I'd say, because the job is not as sexy as it is. So you need to do your research.
Okay.
You need to do your research, learn what a typical day looks like, what you need to learn. If you're interested in the money, maybe also learn about how the pay is and what you are actually going to need to put in to get there. So it starts with interest and then research and then the decision. Make the
Okay.
decision. Yeah.
So, what is the most frustrating thing about being a data scientist?
The most frustrating, that's a good question. The most frustrating thing about being a data scientist is you have to spend a lot of time figuring out figuring out you have why you have a certain um, discrepancy from the expectation. And now what I realize now, when you work in larger organizations, the things are structured in so many layers that you could think it's something else, but it's another thing. So it can take a lot of time, a week or so, to come up with an insight. So you actually work away from home, you could be on the street or hanging out with your friends, and then you're like, oh, what if it was this, or what if it was that? Yeah,
You
so
have to think about it.
yes. So most of your work is done in the office and out of the office. So
Okay.
if you're working on something, it will be in your brain constantly. So it takes time. It takes time. And if you're a person who jumps from one task to another, data scientists will teach you how to be relaxed and concentrate on one thing for a long time. So that could be frustrating if you're not used to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So, if not data science, then what would you do?
If not data science, um, I think data science is
That's your passion.
yeah, I think data science, data is the future.
Okay.
Data is the future, and data is the new oil. Everything will revolve around data. Once you once you ha- it's even becoming a data focused society, because everyone is asking about statistics, and what are your sources. That's really data. So data science, definitely. And a fusion of data science into art, because I love art.
Mhm.
I'd love to do I'd love to do music. I do also poetry. I do write poetry.
Wow.
And yeah, and I have the project for Fresh Breath Africa. So definitely a fusion of data science and what I love to do during my free time.
Oh, that's interesting. Actually, I had
Yeah.
started a project of fusion of machine learning and Indian classical music. And
Wow. Oh, wait. And you need to tell us about it.
I just got dropped off. I remembered it today. I just forgotten about it. I collected some data, but then I got busy in
Uh-huh.
something else and I just got
Uh-huh.
dropped off. I'll resume that
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, it happens. It happens with projects. Sometimes you the motivation comes and goes. Yeah, so you could start it if you want to.
I'll restart it now.
Yeah, yeah.
Another problem with data science is like a lot of people get into it, they collect data, gather huge amount of data thinking that they will use it somewhere. Maybe they have got
Mm-hmm.
some few gigabytes of data or terabytes of data, but then they really don't know what to do with it. They
Oh
have
yeah.
user profiles, they have maybe thousands or million, 1 million users using the app. They have all the
Mm-hmm.
data of their use, but they don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, I mean, you data. When you have so much data is the new oil.
Yeah.
Some countries have so much oil and maybe they don't know yet. So so data definitely needs to be cherished. I'd
Mm,
say we really need to cherish data, because in data, that's where there are insights. There's no useless data. There's never useless data. Yeah. Yeah.
We were talking, I gone to some talk sometime back, and the
Uh-huh.
speaker said that even a beggar begging on a roadside signal is sitting on
Uh-huh.
$1 million. If he just notes the number of cars and people passing by, he'll be able to make millions out of
Exactly.
it. Great. So
Yeah.
that's nice. You have given some good insights about how you started your data science journey and how you picked it up, and about
Yeah.
how a newcomer should take it up. It's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, definitely. And also intellectual humility. Like you have to really like when I started out, I wanted to go full out and be be the best computer programmer ever, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, you know. But I think that's the enthusiasm everyone has when they set out. But you also need to be intellectually humble and just. I know searching for jobs can be frustrating, but those whenever you get a rejection, don't take it personally. Keep applying. Keep applying. Actually, maybe create a schedule around it. Maybe five applications in the morning, five applications in the evening, and as you grow your skills, you'll find a job. Most definitely, have a good LinkedIn profile. Update your skills. Update your GitHub. Do some projects. You'll 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 get something. Just don't give up. Yeah.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. Thank you, Fabian, for your time.
You're welcome.
I'm
Thank you
sure the
so much,
audience will
Vikas.
benefit out of this.